What's happening, Dolphins fans, and welcome to the Fins Tailgate. A breaking news report coming up here real quick. Miami Dolphins newly signed pass rusher, defensive end, outside linebacker, whatever you want to call him, Shaq Barrett, announces his retirement on IG today. Ian Rappaport put out the tweet a little bit ago. It's coming across the wire. You're going to see it everywhere here directly. But here's what he posted on IG, and I'm going to read it. But real quick, 9-year veteran, 59 sacks, over 400 combined tackles. Miami Dolphins are going to lose something here. A guy that they thought that was going to come in and, hold down the fort while Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips got healthy. Dolphins fans like myself, assuming that they're not going to be ready for the start of week one. So having him off the team creates a glaring hole. We're going to get into that later. But here's what he had to say on IG, his post coming out. It's time for me to hang it up. It's been a great ride, and I appreciate everything that came with it over the years. I'm ready to shift my full focus to my wife and kids and helping them realize their dreams and catch them. Anyone who caught their dreams before know the work, time, and consistency required to reach them. I'm ready to start building them skills up in my kids, which will take 100% commitment. To some time it'll be a surprise, but I've been thinking about this for a while, and the decision has never been more clear than it is now. So real quick, we talked a little bit about the lack of production, not lack of production, the lack of production. Dolphins are going to now have to fill the void because they signed Shaq Barrett this offseason for, got it written down right here. Where's it at? They signed him for a 1-year, $7 million deal, $5.5 million guaranteed at signing, and he's getting guaranteed $6,750,000. I mean, pretty much all but $250,000 of that $7 million guaranteed this year, and he walks away from that money. And with this message that he puts in here, saying it's never been more clear than it is now. I mean, it's obviously something he put together. He's like, my wife, my kids, I want to give my attention to them, and da da da. And that's I'm all aboard on that, right? Like, I understand that this guy's made money. He's going into his 10th season. He don't want to do it no more. Fine. There's a lot of money he walked away from, though. I mean, we're talking $7 million. He gonna get all of it, right? And he would have got damn near all of it going into week one. I wonder, how much of that Miami gets back, how much they have to eat. He got 5.5 guaranteed at signing. Does he get to keep that money? I don't know. Like, I'll have to look, and we'll have to see the details come out. But the question is why, right? Why is he hanging it up now? Why all of a sudden? And my focus and my, questioning of this, him saying, okay, his family, blah, 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 wants to commit all the time to them, 100%. I don't know how old his kids are. There is, certain age you really got to kind of be up there a lot. But, I mean, he's not the only NFL player to have kids and play for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? So why? And, begs the question, is there something going on? Is there, did it not click with him with the DC? Does he not like the scheme? Does he not like this defense and what it's going to look like? Does he not want to be a part of it? Because there's $7 million. He's going to get all of it. He was guaranteed to get most of it. I think only 250 of it was in some kind of, game bonus BS. He's going to get all of it. It's weird to me. It's odd. I know that players talk about all the time how long and grueling a season is and the commitment it takes and everything like that. And I know Shaq Barrett understands that because he literally just talked about getting his dreams and the commitment it takes. Granted, he meant it in a way of wanting to do that for his children, but he says it's never been more clear than it has been now. And, I have questions about what he meant by that. And what I did notice is that he didn't say, I appreciate the Dolphins. He didn't shout out the Dolphins. Then again, he didn't shout out the Bucks either, which he played his whole career at, or not whole career, most of his career at. And then he was in Denver too. But it's just blindsides us, right? Blindsides us. This guy was supposed to fill in for Chubb and Phillips, who are both on the active injury list, which could mean anything, right? Also, is Chubb and or Phillips further along? Will one or both be ready for week 1? Is that why Barrett is? No, can't be, right? Like, even if they were, why would he not want to be on a team? Like, why doesn't he want to be on Miami? Why doesn't he want to be here? I'm questioning the timing of this, right? I'm questioning the reasonings. He could be 1,000,000,000% sincere with his children and all his, desires to be with them. But dang, dude, walking away from $7 million is kind of crazy at the same time, too. And Miami's not so bad, dog. And I'm pretty sure his family live in Florida at some point because he's playing on Miami, and they probably all live back in Tampa. And I get it, right? It's just 9 years. It's a good career. But he's a guy who was going to be a 10-year career guy, and probably more if he wanted. There's so many football players that are hoping to get anything. And I'm going to talk a lot about certain guys. I'm going to be doing these episodes coming up with position camp battle breakdowns, and they're going to be recorded. You guys, I'm going to probably release one tomorrow morning because I got a couple loaded in the chamber that I'm going to flesh some things out with. But this is Miami. What does Miami do now? The free agent market has come and gone. It's come and gone. What pass rushers? What outside defensive ends? What of these dudes are left out there? I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that. But it's just weird to me. Is there something rotten? Did Shaq Barrett not like the way he was being treated? Which cut it, does he not believe in this Dolphins team and figures it ain't worth $7 million to be on the Dolphins right now? And he said he's been thinking about this a long time, but he still signed with the Dolphins, still took the money, still put us Dolphins in a predicament where, now we have a guy that we don't have no more. And the freaking season's on the precipice. We're talking, what is it, like 49 days, 50 days, something like that? A little over a month left until, we're playing real football. Crazy. Again, wants to spend time with his kids. Decision he's been thinking about. And it's never been more clear, which is crazy. Like, okay, thinking about retirement, it being on his mind, all that good stuff. But now it's never more clear. What in the time that he signed the contract to today, because he spent his time with the Dolphins, what in that time made it clear to him? Was it our defensive coordinator? Was it the way the organization is run? Is there something else going on? Is our new DC Weaver a hard ass? Maybe he's a hard ass. Maybe he's kind of like a high expectations type of coach. And maybe Shaq Barrett's just like, I'm not into it no more, dog. I don't want to be yelled at anymore. Maybe he's being a bitch. Pardon my French. But maybe he's being a little bit of a, So, I don't know. I just wanted to jump up here and do a quick live show talking about this because I'm literally like, I got all this stats. I got all this stuff I'm getting ready to do a couple of these recordings for. And this comes across my friggin' computer while I'm doing all this prep work and all this stuff. And I was like, dang, what? Out of the blue, I'm retiring. I'm Audi 5000. Do the Dolphins replace his production? Do they look to find and add somebody else? Or do they know something we don't? And that Phillips, Chubb, or Cameron Good even is going to be healthy enough to go. Which, again, these guys were put on the active non-injury list. So that's really not. I mean, if they weren't put on that list and all a bunch of other guys where it would be like, I would be like, oh, look, looks like Phillips is probably closer than I thought. No, they're not. They're put on an injury list. So it's just a do the Dolphins. Here's the question, right? They get some cap back. They're going to get something back. I don't know how much, but they say they get it all back. They've now filled their coffers in to either address this situation that has now filled, to fill a void with somebody, or they're happy that Phillips is closer and they're gonna hang on for a week or so, and Phillips will be back, or Chubb will be back, or Good will be back from the start of the season. I don't know. And then they take that money and add to another position group that say, suffers injury. Safety is a position group I'm thinking of and looking at because it feels super thin there. But I don't know any of these other positions, right? So say anything. But now we're rolling the dice all over the place all of a sudden. Now some stuff's happening. And it's weird. It's just it's bad timing, crazy scenario. And I want to know why. Why did Shaq Barrett sign the contract? Now, what has made it so clear to not be on the Miami Dolphins? Because I feel like there's something else here. But hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Get in the comment sections. Let me know what you think the Dolphins should do. Which should we go to free agency and try to find another pass rusher to fill this void? Say that's what we need to do. Do the Dolphins look to trade for somebody who's a bubble guy on another team that you think, hey, maybe they can get this guy for a low pick and that can replace the production we're going to lose without Shaq Barrett? Or buy Shaq Barrett, buy that person on the position group. Chubbs, Phillip, somebody's going to come in and they're going to be ready. Or they don't need them. For some reason or another. Let me know in the comment section at the end of the video, guys. Let me know what the dealio is. And keep a lookout for some of these recorded episodes. Make sure to hit the notification bell because I'm going to have some episodes coming out here over the next week or so, and you're not going to want to miss them. So, yeah, guys. And we'll get more details about all this stuff, money, things of that nature, speculations, things of that. But I'm just reporting on the news coming rolling across the wave, the wire here. And why, dude? Why'd Shaq Barrett leave? What's going on? What happened? Why did he leave? Is Miami? What's going on? We know Tua is disgruntled in his contract. We know they're far apart. Keeps getting reported they're not close. They ain't close at all. That's what they're saying. And we'll talk about that another time. And Shaq saying, never been clearer to me to get up out of this beast. And they didn't say thank you to the Dolphins at all. Just strange. Let me know in the comment section, guys, because we gotta flesh this one out.